We're joined by Anita Ninan. She is a U.S. immigration attorney. She is also a board member at the Georgia Indo-American Chamber of Commerce. Thanks very much, Anita, for joining us here on NDTV World. Anita, as a U.S. immigration lawyer, you are living these concerns every single day. There are those H-1B visas, work visas that allow U.S. companies to employ foreign workers. There are also the L-1 visas designed so multinational companies can transfer staff, say, from India to work here in the U.S. temporarily. What are the kinds of issues that are really crossing your desk?
Yeah, so thanks, Alistair. I'd just like to go back to making a contrast between the Trump years and the current Biden administration. So during the Trump years, we had an executive order that was passed, which was the Buy American, Hire American. And that translated into a really higher scrutiny of the H-1B program overall. So we had greater number of requests for evidence on original petition filings. We also had a higher denial rate. Regarding the L1 intra-company transfer, that across the board, we find the approval rates are much lower than across other work permit classifications. So during the Trump years, there was a guidance for the USCIS adjudicators that extension petitions on work permit applications, the evidentiary burden should be the same as for original filings. That fortunately was rescinded during the Biden years, and it made it a little bit easier right now.
So what are the things that can change further? Because it's clearly still not a perfect system.
It clearly isn't. And I would just say, going forward, if you had to draw a contrast between what Trump offers if he were to come into the White House versus what Kamala Harris offers if she were to become president, I think it would be even worse. The H-1B program, the threshold levels to qualify for Indian nationals will be harder because again, I refer back to an interim final rule that he passed at the end of his administration. And during that period, this raised, clarified some of the points on the H-1B program. If he does come back into office, those are going to be enforced. Unlike that, for legal immigration, I think the Harris program, her administration will be, I think, more receptive to finding, common sense solutions. In fact, the Senate border bill has some really good provisions for legal migration. It's going to be increasing the number of green cards, available for the employment-based category by 13% and for family-based visas by 7%. Yeah.
Okay, Anita, when we talk about illegal immigration in the U.S., we really don't think of Indians. We think of Mexicans and people from Central America illegally crossing the southern border into the United States. But now we're seeing many Indians as well, some even illegally crossing via Canada to the north. Those numbers are said to be in the tens of thousands. Now, Trump has talked about mass deportations. How realistic really an idea is that?
Yeah, so that remains to be seen. We see in his first administration, though, this rhetoric about illegal migration into the U.S. Has been very loud. Not much was done in his first administration. However, it has been a hot button issue during this campaign season. He has talked about mass deportations. And in terms of it actually being logistically, getting 11 million undocumented immigrants out of the country, logistically processing arrests and removals and deportations, that is going to cost billions of dollars. So it's going to be a huge fiscal tab for the economy, and is going to affect certain major sectors of our economy. It's going to affect the agricultural sector, the construction sector, the hospitality sector. So, it remains to be seen what he's going to be able to achieve. And in contrast, if we had a Harris administration, I think she is going to...
we'll have to leave it there for now. Thank you very much indeed for joining us here. Running out of time. Anita joining us from Atlanta, Georgia.